Weekend. I'm taking the Louisiana Weekend on the road. Ride along as we explore the best the South has to offer. See where we're going next, Wednesdays on 9 News at 5 and on thelouisianaweekend.com. We're here at Istrouma Brewery, but they have much more than beer. They have a restaurant and a farm. And I hear you can have some really nice parties here. Let's go inside.
Istrouma started out the dream my wife and I had that we wanted to raise our kids on a gravel road on a farm. And the dream became a reality. 7 or 8 years later, we were able to open the restaurant, the eatery part of this, and the brewery. So here we obviously do all of our scratch food. We make our own beer, we make our own sodas, we make our own ice cream.
There's so much eclectic decor.
So I just love collecting all these old found objects for our tables, for our walls, or for me to paint on, because I just love, the stories that they tell. I feel that when you're sitting in barber chairs, you're almost sitting in a cockpit. They're just the way they used to make them. They're fantastic. And I had a board table one time where we used to get together and talk about all of our business and that kind of thing. And I said, if I'm gonna sit here for 2 or 3 hours in a board meeting, I want it to be comfortable, So I collected these, throughout the country, and when I would find one, and I'd put it together and add it to my table. And now we let everybody share and sitting in them, and just, again, they're a piece of history. And yet they look fantastic. They're super comfortable, and I just like looking at them too.
Tell us about the tables made from pianos.
There are pieces that I found basically probably just about to be thrown away. And so I brought them home, stripped all the wood off of them, and then we made tables out of them, because the harps, the metal harps underneath, are just amazing pieces of artwork that you never get to see. And one is from the late 1800s, and one is probably 50s, 60s, 70s. And one was a stand-up, one was a flat. And so yeah, they sat, all the wood around them was corroded and just nasty. And to be able to kind of rummage through all of that and find these amazing pieces of artwork. Again, it's telling a story, right? Not too different from our human story every day.
There's a lot of LSU memorabilia in here.
My wife and I produced the history of LSU football some years ago. One of the signature things that I love to do is when someone would introduce themselves, I would have them do their autograph on a helmet, football, or whatever it would be. What you'll see is a lot of memorabilia from the LSU film. We covered other sports as well. We did the band, things that people don't know of. Obviously you've heard of Shaquille O'Neal, and then we have the 2 Heisman Trophy winners. But what a lot of people don't know is, like in our band, Bill Conti, who created one of arguably the most well-known American sound in the Rocky movies. He was the band director for LSU. We went and interviewed the guy for the earthquake game that actually measured the earthquake game. We went to Ireland, and they recreated the crystal footballs for us. Just wanted to give people a unique experience of how these things, you see it being given, but how is it made? And so that was kind of part of the fun.
There's something about Istrouma that is just really cool. And it's the cultivation of art, the telling the story with every pizza. John and I both, as visual artists, we don't want our pizza just to taste good, it has to look good. And we'll have expensive, really high-end garnishes that are just stuck in the middle of the pizza. And you're like, what's that doing there? It's just to look good.
We need to know more about this pizza.
I cannot get enough of our pizza. I've been a pizza fan my whole life, and we have such a unique style of making pizza here with just our cast irons, our dough recipe itself. Again, we use the best cheese that we can possibly find.
So I want to learn how to roll the dough like you.
Take your dominant hand to this and just swipe up.
Did we get it? Way to go. I heard this is a good place to have a party.
Oh, we have parties all the time. Constantly. Everywhere from 2-year-old to 92-year-old birthday parties.
We can even play a life-size game of checkers. We also toured the farm. The Texas Longhorns even posed for a picture with me. You can also feed the animals, but be careful, the goats will eat all day. We'll see y'all at Istrouma Eatery and Brewery. I'm Keiristin Wilbert with the Louisiana Weekend. Hi.